Hello. Today we're going to be talking about some strategies for improving your experience here at Cardiopulmonary Rehab. We're going to be talking about something called values and how your values can be a great guide for making healthy changes. Cardiopulmonary Rehab is all about making lifestyle behavior changes. For instance, maybe you're trying to start an exercise program for the first time, or trying to increase your exercise, or you'd like to make some changes to your diet. Your team is here to help you make those changes to health behaviors in order to increase your quality of life and in order to live a healthier, happier life. But changes can be hard, especially when those changes are behaviors you haven't engaged in a very long time, or when those behaviors don't fit with your values. So what are values? Values are your judgment of what is important and fulfilling in life. Values serve as a guide or a compass for the direction in which we want to take our lives. It serves as a guide for what we want to stand for what's important to us, for our purpose. And values come from our experiences. Across the lifespan, we engage in all types of experiences in childhood, in school, in different jobs and different roles at jobs, with our family and friends, and in romantic relationships. And these experiences help shape what's important to us in life and help us to determine what our values are. Values can guide what is going to feel meaningful, enjoyable, or fulfilling to us. Values are also flexible. They can change and develop over time. Like I said before, they're shaped by our experiences, so they're not rigid or static. They're flexible. Here are some examples of a few values. Some people may value caring for others. They may get a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment from taking care of others. Some enjoy being challenged, pushing themselves. Others may enjoy being adventurous, trying out new things. Some people really value maintaining and being independent. Others may value being a loving friend, partner, son, or daughter. And others may value being healthy. As I said before, values are individual. They're determined by you and your experiences, and they can change. The bottom line is, when we live according to our values, we are happier and healthier. Recently, we sat down and interviewed about 30 of your fellow cardiopulmonary rehab participants. We asked them about their experience in the program, their values, and which of those values really guided their participation. What you'll see here is a list of values that were frequently endorsed. The ones that people most often ranked are the ones that are listed first. Interestingly, health was ranked fifth. Health as a value is really focused on in cardiopulmonary rehab, but it may not always be the most important value for people. Values such as being active, remaining independent, connecting with family, or engaging in self-care and self-exploration may be more important for some people in guiding their participation in the program. Do any of these values apply to your participation in the program? So now let's look at a couple of examples of how values other than health may be applied to participation in cardiopulmonary rehab. Phyllis is a 70-year-old woman who's now attending pulmonary rehab. She's never really enjoyed exercise, but now her doctors are telling her she needs to start exercising more to maintain her quality of life. Phyllis really values having close relationships with her family, especially with her children and her 2 grandchildren. So for Phyllis, exercising so that she can stay active with her grandchildren and continue to see them grow is very motivating. So, to connect her values to her goal of increasing her exercise, she started to engage in things like going on walks with her children or pulling her grandchildren on the wagon. So here you can see how Phyllis has been able to connect values other than health to her exercise plan. Let's look at one more example. John is a 72-year-old man who's recovering from a recent heart attack and has now been advised to attend cardiac rehab. John has always valued traveling and visiting different parts of the world, but now he feels as if his goals and plans for retirement have been severely limited due to his illness. He's never been one to really worry about his health or his stress levels. He's been struggling to get back to his life. Now for John, exercising and coming to cardiac rehab is getting him one step closer to being able to get back to following his retirement dreams. He's connected values related to traveling to his exercise program at cardiac rehab. So coming to cardiac rehab allows him to build up his strength and work towards doing what he loves, traveling the world and exploring new countries. He's even started posting pictures of the places he wants to travel by his treadmill at home. So now let's think about how you might be able to identify a value you could integrate into your experience here. For today, just try and pick one value that you might like to focus on. And pick one way to bring your cardiopulmonary rehab goals into that value. Again, here is a list of values that are important to many cardiopulmonary rehab participants. Take a moment and look over this list again and see if any of these may feel important to you. You may have values that aren't on that list, and that's okay. Again, values are very individual. But let's see if we can pick out one value for you to focus on during the next week. Now, how might you be able to integrate that value into your participation in cardiopulmonary rehab? See if you can pick one way you might be able to link this value to an activity this week. If you're having trouble with this, feel free to talk to one of your healthcare providers or come to one of our other education classes and we'd be happy to talk to you about this some more. Thank you for reviewing our talk today. Again, please let us know if you have any questions, and remember to let your values be your guide.